From
the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
They hand this off to Harris. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after. The catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this?
It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up.
On the give, this is Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Jones.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Harris. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Christian Wilkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Fuller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding Gaskin underneath. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
He's got Fuller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Gaskin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Matt Judon, the former Raven, there on the tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts, and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Jones from the gun on third down.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He can't get him down. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And that will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. You'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11. Here's Tua. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Second down and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Tua setting up shop to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Gaskin. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 9, Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Taylor. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A give to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Tua to throw again. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tagovailoa. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Finding room inside the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 15. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This should be the final piece to the puzzle as Stidham goes down to a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.